What's up, everyone? It's been some time since I've fought Magister to make my own kopeshes, and I wanted to come back here to see what the profit is looking like nowadays. This will be a two-part series. Well, I'll make one kopesh per video, and on average, I should be able to make a kopesh in 500 kills if we follow the drop rates. Common drops will be tracked to see what that comes out to as well. A couple weeks ago, I bought 1,000 keys for 689,451 GP each. Of course, the key price is down now after I buy them. That usually happens with pretty much everything. I made a loot tab that will make it a lot easier to keep track of everything, and you'll notice I already have 5 scraps of scripture that will not be included for the kopeshes here. And there's some common items already in this loot tab, and that's of course going to be excluded from the price checks later on. This is my setup. I'm going with 8 keys a trip, nothing too crazy. I could bring more if I wanted to. I'm not like really too worried about that, honestly. It's easy to bank nowadays. Blood Blitz is my auto attack I'll be going with since I 4-tick and it'll allow me to heal more. If you want to save money on rune cost, you can go with Air Surge if you'd like. The additional large rune pouches with me are used for spellbook swapping to normal magic for Vuln and spellbook swapping to a Disruption Shield when Magister does the melee attack. I have been having a hard time getting used to the spellbook swapping since the only time I tried to do it was when I was learning Telos. So while I've been killing Magister for the past few days, I began to spellbook swap way more naturally, and I'm starting to get used to those keybinds. So if you want to start swapping for spells, I recommend bringing them along since Magister isn't a tricky boss to get into once you've killed it for like an hour or two. I will recommend a couple things you should bring with you if you plan on killing Magister. The obvious one is a weapon switch for Planted Feet to extend your sunshine since you'll be using that whenever it's off cooldown. Weapon Poison and Cinderbanes since Magister is not immune to poison. And Vital Spark enhancers are a huge thing to bring along to double those drops, which to get those they cost 1k Dungeoneering tokens each. Lastly, Dreadnoughts are not needed. I only brought them along because I have like 3,500 of them in the bank and I might as well use them up somewhere. The plus side about them is that it stun locks and poisons Magister, so it's all up to you if you want to bring them along. So okay, the bad thing is I actually don't have a Slayer assignment. I have like, oh hey, I finished the log. Okay. One second. KC, what is it? 1,136 for the gloves. That's cool. I shouldn't have enough scraps, but I want to open them just so I have like an accurate number of where I'm at for the first set of kopeshes. So let's, do I need this on or filtered? I don't know. Let's see. Back-to-back 5s. Thank you. Thank you. 3. Let's make it 4 in a row. All right. How about 5? Okay, there's a 10. Another 10. Where's like the 25s, you know? What the hell is this? Oh boy. Okay, first 15. We're at 100 now, back-to-back 15s. A 10. Okay. Good ones right there. All right, more 10s. We're at 200 now. There is a 25. Huge one. That's a 10. Another 10. A 5. Another 5. Okay, 230. Let's see if we can get to 300 with a 9 here. We should be able to. Yep, there we go. We got a 25. Off to a hot start. Another 25. Yep, so it's going to take 30 to make the kopesh. Thought it would make sense if I kept this part after opening the phylacteries to show you what my hours were like and how many kills I did in this time. The nice thing about making the main hand here is that I didn't have an hour where I got 0 phylactery. There was a time when I made my first set where I went 3 hours before getting a phylactery. So I'm just happy that didn't happen again, because that was quite annoying to deal with, knowing the drop rate was only 1 in 17 with a tier 4 luck ring. I stayed pretty close to 58 to 60 kills an hour on average, I'd say, so that's not too bad. I didn't worry about kills an hour, by the way, but I thought it would be nice to show that stat as well. For me to get enough phylacteries, it took me 10 hours and 10 minutes for the 30, and I did continue with that 11th hour, which gave me an additional 5 more phylacteries that will be open for part 2. The total amount of kills for 30 phylacteries was 593. So the tier 82 bought for exactly 800k. And then if we just craft it here, and let's make it. So the mid price right now for it is 538. So price check from the commons from 643 kills, I think it was 97.2 mil. That's actually pretty damn good. Almost 50 mil from Vital Sparks alone. Like, sheesh. It's almost 7 mil in Nest. It's not too bad. I wonder if these even sell. Those are 2 mil. Does anyone even buy these? Let's do some more math here. So with the 593 keys to the crossing, that costed me 408.8 mil. The tier 82 Kopesh 800k, and the total spent was 409.6 mil. The tier 92 Kopesh, however, at the mid price at that time was 538 mil, and the common loot was at 97.2 mil. That total price check comes out to 635.2 mil with a profit of 225.6 mil. That asterisk near profit is there for a good reason, since you can say that most of the money you make from the common drops pay for your overall supplies of runes that you use, overloads, Ceridome brews, and restores. I've never been someone to keep track of supplies that I've already had, and it would be a big pain in the ass to keep track of those supplies in the first place. And it's important to know that the Kopesh is more than likely going to sell under the mid price, and I'll be selling everything in the second part of the mini-series, so we'll have to wait and see there. And with that being said, I am going to end the video here, and the second part of this video will be out in the following days when I finish the kills for all the phylacteries that I need. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.